Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the Tier 7 Soviet cruiser, the Shchors, and I'm using these modules and commander skills. And as you'll notice, I am using IFHE. And the reason why I'm using IFHE is that the Shchors has 152mm caliber HE shells, which means that you have 25.33 or 25mm rounded down HE penetration. And Tier 7 battleships have bow and aft armor and some deck armor that is 25mm. However, to penetrate it you need more penetration value than the armor is, so you would need 26 to be able to penetrate it, which is why IFHE is so useful. By the way, this is why the Mogami is able to penetrate them with HE, but the Shchors and Clevelands etc. are not. Anyways, this is a match on the map New Dawn, I believe, and I didn't play it that long ago. So, about the Shchors itself, I think that she is not a very good ship, because while she has a lot of firepower with her 12 guns that have fairly good range, the problem is that you are very fragile. You only have 32,000 HP, your armor is really weak. A Graf Spee with IFHE can penetrate her can citadel her with IFHE. That also means Scharnhorst can do the same, but obviously you're not going to take IFHE on them. However, the point still stands, the citadel armor is really weak. A Cleveland is better armored than this thing. And this isn't the worst part about the ship. The worst part about the ship is the fact that she has a 900-meter turning circle. Yes. The turning circle on this ship is as bad as Tier 10 battleships. It is really, really bad. And, essentially, under Tier 10, only German battleships have worse turning circles. Other than carriers, of course, because carriers intentionally have really, really bad turning circles. I don't know why Wargaming did that at one point. So, the ship is not maneuverable. She has a lot of problems trying to dodge shells even at long range. So because of the fragility and the fact that you're not able to dodge well, you suffer a lot, and I think that's why the ship is not very good. You see, at least the Chapayev suffers from essentially the same issues, but at least the Chapayev has I believe she has a better turning circle, and she at least brings radar to the table. So, yeah, I find this ship to be problematic. Sure, some people will argue, oh, but I do really well in her. Yeah, sure you do, but on average, the ship doesn't perform that well. And I mean, sure, compared to some of the other cruisers, I think she'll do fine, but I think you should rather compare the performance to ships like the Flint and the Belfast, because I think that's the kind of power level cruisers at these tiers should have, rather than the power level, that the Pensacola has, or the Shchors, or, similar ships. It's a bit similar to, like, Tier 8, I guess, where the premiums are the ones where you feel like, yeah, this is what cruisers should be like, and the Tech 3 ships are like, wow, why am I playing this piece of shit? Okay. So, enough talk about the Shchors. So, as you've noticed, I've been going around, I've just been shooting, because I really cannot go closer. Once I do, I'll start taking a huge amount of damage. And while you do have better concealment than the Pensacola, it's still very difficult, and, like that Royal Navy Light Cruiser is just smokescreen. What am I gonna do? I need to run away, otherwise I'm just going to get eaten for breakfast. Obviously, I'll keep firing while doing so, but still, it'll be annoying because they will definitely hurt quite a bit. And as you'll see, my H actually deals a fair bit of damage here and there. I just need to hope that none of the battleships delete me, because I've already lost what is this? 8,000 damage, 8,000 HP, and I'm losing more and more. And I'm at like 13 kilometers. At this kind of range in a Pepsi Cola, you'd be like, alright, I'll just dodge things. Easy. But in this ship, nope, not really going to happen. Even if you boost your rudder shift to an extreme level. it doesn't help because your turning circle is the limiting factor. I guess the one good side with that is the fact that when you're turning your ship, your guns will definitely be able to keep up with the turning. Okay, so I can see the Kiev. Obviously, I want to take care of it. Also, by the way, I heavily recommend priority target on the ship, or any cruisers really, because I really want to know if somebody is aiming at you. And Kiev is gone. She was at 6 kilometers. On most destroyers, you would be afraid of the fact that maybe she torpedoed like right before she died, but the Kiev has 4-kilometer torpedoes, so you definitely don't have to worry about that one. So I'm gonna keep just trying to run away. I'm worried about the island right in front of me. I'm actually worried about these kinds of things very often. And because of that, I need to keep, turning my ship or turning my camera. And I really hate the fact that you cannot use the right mouse button to do that, because it has that stupid animation, which takes so much time that you're better off not using the right mouse button. And as you can see, I literally ran aground, which is really unfortunate. Because I really do try to pay attention to this, but you cannot use the right mouse button to do so, because they have these really stupid animations in this game. I don't know why they do it, because this isn't the only thing. It's like half the reason why the UI is so terrible is because of these stupid animations. Also, I did get an arsonist, which is nice. Also, because of that rant, I kind of forgot what I wanted to say earlier. Regardless, that's a Leander and Murmansk, and I think Belfast should be with them somewhere around there too. So I have to be careful. I cannot really go in and try to delete them. The AP is alright on the ship. I guess it's Soviet AP, so it's fairly alright. But if they angle, it's not really going to be very helpful. That Murmansk is coming around the corner soon, though, I think, and I think I'll try to take my AP salvo. Right now I'm aiming at the Leander. I don't want to give it away to the Murmansk, and I want to kill her. Because priority target is in the game, if you focus your target on them, they will know that you're aiming at them. Damn, I was hoping that salvo could kill her, but didn't work out. Follow up did though. So, next one on the Leander. Let's hope that I delete this one, because I might take a lot of damage otherwise. Come on, come on, come on, come on, please, please game, please. Excellent. Okay, and now I need to start running, because I don't really want to get closer to them. I'll sail towards the direction of the enemy ranger and just shoot her, because that's just free damage and I don't really want to get closer to enemies, and it seems that she might need to actually be finished off. And I've taken, nobody has really fought me at close range, yet I've taken so much damage. Even though I've tried to keep fairly far away. And as you've noticed, most of the damage I took wasn't from the people I actually fought at close range, it was the people that shot at me from far away. Okay, this Nicholas is gonna have a really bad time because, well, the firepower on the ship is still good, so DDs beware. And that's a Kraken unleashed. So the next target is the Congo. I use Hydro just in case the Nicholas might have torpedoed. I mean, I don't think I need Hydro for anything else anyway. Not to mention that even if a Nicholas can be excluded, well, I still don't know where the last destroyer is. I guess I have an inclination, but I don't know when she was last spotted in the spot she was spotted at. So, by the way, the Congo actually has also 25mm of bow armor, for some reason, at tier 5. Other tier 5 ships like the New Yorks have 19mm, so the Congo is a slightly special case. And, well, I guess I'll be just shelling her. Like right now, because of priority target, by the way, I can actually just show full broadside to her, or more or less show broadside to her, and not be that worried, because once she starts aiming at me, well, she will point her cursor at me, which makes priority target tell me. I switched to AP. Not because I know that this is going to deal more damage, but because I just want to try if it might do more damage. Seems like it doesn't really, so I might as well fire HE. Because the damage done is pretty much the same anyway. Alright, the Congo is gone, so now it's the T-22, Belfast, and the Warspite still left. We only have 4 ships though, so I have to be careful because I only have 7,000 HP. I'll try taking out this Belfast. Our carrier did pretty well on the Belfast. She has very little HP left. A few salvos here or there that might hit would finish her off. The problematic part is the Warspite because she still has full HP and I don't really have that much HP to try to contest. So somebody is aiming at me at this moment. I imagine it's the Belfast though, because I am shooting her in return. Now, this is actually a scary part, because if I get deleted, we might still lose, because it would still end up being a 3-1-3. Well, more like 2-1-3 though, because that Belfast is pretty dead. Hopefully at least. Okay, very good. So now my priority will be the Warspite, not the T-22, because the T-22 really is not a very powerful ship. But the Warspite, well, I don't think the Warspite is a very good ship. She can definitely do things. Her guns are fairly good, especially if she doesn't need to actually turn her turrets. And the other cruiser next to me was actually killed, which means that I definitely need to not screw this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to stay behind the island, and because the T-22 actually left the cap zone, well, after she capped, she's not spotting me, so I can fire at the Warspite over the island. And I need to tell the CV, or I guess somebody already told the CV that the destroyer is going for her and she should start moving around. Whether she listens, maybe not, but it's still worth a try. So the carrier seemed to be focusing on the Warspite for a while, but I guess at this point, because the DD is coming closer, the carrier is going to focus on the DD. So we have the points advantage, but there are still 7 minutes left to go. Now what I need to focus on is not dying. I launched a plane. I didn't really want to launch the plane earlier because I really hate firing with the float plane up. But at this point I need to do it because I need spotting information on the Warspite. And not even because I want to fire over the island, I might not be able to do so. However, I want to make sure I know what the Warspite is doing. And the Warspite's scout plane is also coming by, which I'm trying to shoot at, and nothing is happening because the AA on the ship is also not very good. And I also remind the carrier that the destroyer will kill him. I would expect the ranger to do something about it, but it doesn't appear that he is interested. I think I'm gonna drop torpedoes here. Yeah, it's a good idea because the Warspite might come closer. Unlikely, but she might. Although I do think that these torpedoes were slightly wasted. And I guess I'm gonna go in now. The Warspite is fairly low HP. I should at least be able to deal some damage, and even if it doesn't work out, I mean, honestly, I'm just being greedy here. It's not the best course of action for trying to win the game as hard as possible. However, I think, you know, as a player that wants to get past this dreadful ship eventually, I need to take the risk. And it paid out. I mean, I did some damage and I didn't die in return. So now I'll take the B cap. Honestly, all we need is like 1 cap zone, and I think we should win on points. And even if that doesn't work, it would still be fine. Like, the only real way, or reasonable way, how the enemy can win is if the T-22 kills us all or something. Which I find to be a very unlikely scenario, because I don't think the T-22 can actually kill me. I still have too much HP left for that to be the case, and yeah, that's why I'm heading towards the A cap. If I wanted to solidify a win for certain, I should have headed to the C cap like chat said, but because, you know, I'm not trying to play as hard as possible to win, I'm trying to get past this ship as hard as possible. And, you know, this is more fun. I'm gonna be going towards the D-22. Now, the thing is that it seems the carrier didn't really give a damn about the carrier coming, the destroyer coming, so I suppose the carrier is likely to die. But it's still a T-22. That ship is really dreadful. Much more dreadful than the Shchors, so it might very well be that the carrier actually ends up solo killing the T-22. I mean, the DD is already at half HP, although a well-placed torpedo salvo by the T-22 might take out the Ranger. But I mean, the T-22 is dying. Like, she's almost dead, 1000 HP. And dead. Yeah, that DD just literally got killed by a carrier in a one-on-one. And I actually had a very good game. I got 437,000 credits. Well, yeah, it was 1.4 million, but the 1 million is from a mission. 10,000 XP, Confederate, Arsonist, Kraken Unleashed, High Caliber, 119,000 damage, 184 shell hits, 6 ships killed. I killed half the enemy team. 6 citadels and 1 solo cap. And 1 float plane was shot down. That I think it was the float plane. 2,266 XP. Honestly, our ranger played really well. 1,500 base XP on a ranger in a tier 5 to 7 game is a very good result. Like, that's an incredible result. Probably higher than, like, you probably put in more than I did in this game, but because carrier XP is terrible, well, there it is. So, this is how my damage went. Fire and HE damage together did a lot of damage. Pretty much the same as AP on average per shell, I think. And honestly, I shot many enemies. 10 of them in total. No, 9 of them in total. So, credits and XP. Yeah, there it is. 338,000 credits profit. Pretty good. The 1 million is from the mission. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like, if you liked it, then like it. If you disliked it, then dislike it, obviously. And I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support. The Poomonger, your name still cracks me up. I don't know why. I'm not a kid anymore. But anyways, thanks for watching.